One night, a group of 4 friends decided to sneak out of their houses and go on an adventure. They packed some snacks, flashlights, and a map of the nearby forest. They met at the edge of the forest and started walking along a trail. They wanted to find a hidden cave that they had heard about from their older siblings. They said it was full of treasures and secrets. The friends were curious and excited to see what they could find. As they walked deeper into the forest, they noticed that the trail was getting darker and narrower. They turned on their flashlights and looked around. They saw strange shadows and shapes among the trees. They heard rustling noises and animal cries. They felt a chill in the air. They started to get scared and wondered if they should turn back. But they also wanted to reach the cave and prove their bravery. They decided to keep going and follow the map. After a while, they reached a clearing where they saw a large opening in the side of a hill. It looked like the entrance to the cave. They approached it cautiously and shone their flashlights inside. It was dark and damp and smelled like earth. They entered the cave and walked along a narrow passage. They saw stalactites and stalagmites hanging from the ceiling and growing from the floor. They saw sparkling crystals and colorful rocks. They saw bats flying overhead and spiders crawling on the walls. They were amazed by the sights and sounds of the cave. They felt like explorers discovering a new world. They forgot their fears and continued deeper into the cave. They reached a large chamber where they saw a pile of shiny objects in the center. It looked like treasure. They ran towards it and started to examine it. They found coins, jewels, rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, watches, and more. They were all made of gold and silver and precious stones. They were all beautiful and valuable. The friends were overjoyed by their discovery. They started to try on some of the items and admire themselves. They started to fill their backpacks with some of the items and plan how they would spend them. They didn't notice that behind them, a pair of glowing eyes was watching them from the darkness. It was a large creature with scales, claws, wings, horns, and teeth. It was a dragon. The dragon had been sleeping in the cave for a long time. It had collected all the treasure over the years from travelers who had wandered into its lair. It had guarded its treasure fiercely from anyone who tried to take it. The dragon was awakened by the noise of the friends entering its chamber. It was angry that they had disturbed its sleep and invaded its home. It was furious that they had touched its treasure and tried to steal it. The dragon roared loudly and breathed fire at them. The friends screamed in terror and dropped their backpacks. They ran towards the exit as fast as they could. They dodged the flames and rocks that the dragon threw at them. They stumbled over the uneven ground and bumped into each other. They prayed that they would make it out alive. They reached the entrance of the cave and saw the moonlight shining through. They felt a surge of relief and hope. They sprinted towards the opening and escaped from the cave. They didn't stop running until they reached the edge of the forest. They looked back at the hill where the cave was hidden. They saw smoke rising from it and heard the dragon's roar fading away. They realized how lucky they were to have survived their midnight adventure. They also realized how foolish they were to have taken such a risk. They decided to never sneak out again or go near the cave again. They returned to their houses and crawled into their beds. They hugged their pillows and closed their eyes. They hoped that their parents wouldn't find out about their escapade. They fell asleep with mixed feelings of fear, regret, wonder, and gratitude.